Oh, wait a minute. That'd be silly be sitting there waiting and y'all already there. Hilarious. I should, let me close this door up a little bit and I let y'all keep looking because I don't want to get like distracted, you know, a little bit because you know how we do it, being in here in, at the station, Star 94.7. What's up this early in the morning? And this is what we do. Okay, we make sure that we get it done. Welcome to Be Inspired. I didn't put that on the title yet because I just didn't do it. So my fault. I'll fix it. I promise. Today's topic is going to be on thank you. And it's pretty much like a lot of people don't say thank you enough. So we're going to shop talk about it on Be Inspired and how to, I'm going to be still, I promise. I'm going to be still, okay? Because I know I talk with my hands. And it doesn't start until 7 o'clock, so I want you guys to invite your friends, invite people, invite. I would so appreciate it. Just invite your friends. Tell them to come on. And while we got time till 7 o'clock so I can get enough viewers, because this is silly. Somebody inboxed me and they asked me to speak on this. And I said I could touch bases on that because they were giving, what were they doing? Oh, they would say happy birthday to people. And they said, Mel, am I being petty because they won't say thank you? So I'm like, so let me just say this right now while we got time and we can, you know, Wade, what's up, Darren? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining, Dorothy, Dot. I love you. Thank you, Nini and Yanni. All you guys, just thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'm telling you, I didn't realize how much I don't say thank you. And it's kind of sad. But do you remember back in the day, and I got to go there because, you know, I got to keep it real. I used to be like, why are white people always saying thank you? You know what I'm saying? Or excuse me when they didn't do anything. So have you ever been that person that, or saying, I'm sorry? They'll be like, oh, I'm sorry. Well, you're sorry for me bumping into you on an accident? Okay. You know, if you want to take it, you could take it. Ow, I got to call you. You got to come on the show, okay? I got till 7 o'clock. It's not 7 o'clock yet to be inspired. We got 6 minutes, so invite your friends to come on. We're going to talk about how thank you is not appreciated, so to speak. Even though we know the term thank you means appreciation. And I acknowledge what you have done for me. So just invite people on. So I'm just going to kick it with you for a little bit until 7 o'clock. If you guys have a little bit of patience to actually hang out with your girl. You know what I'm saying? And I understand it is early. I don't want a lot of your time. I come on exactly at 7 o'clock, but I came on a little earlier so that you guys can invite your friends. You know, I talk with my hands. I'm going to stop. Okay. Invite your friends and share the video. I appreciate you guys sharing the video. You have no idea how much it means to me. That is really, really kind of you. I'm not going to put my glasses on because, you know, I be having that glare. Can't see. The glasses glare, the 4-eye glare, you know what I'm saying, with the light in here. Hey, if you guys don't tune in to Shop Talk with Mel, try to. I'm on every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on blogtalkradio.com/Shop Talk with Mel. And then it's Star 94.7 where I am right now. Every Saturday from 12 to 4 and kick it with your girl. I shop talk through the breaks. You guys call me, inbox me. Make sure you like us on the Facebook page, which is facebook.com/947star. You can always inbox and say mail. If you have a question in there, go ahead. If you want me to shop talk about something, let a sister know. Also, Shop Talk with Mel on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Okay. All that. Now, I had some coffee. I'm not a coffee drinker, but I had some coffee today. And listen, it got me wired for sound. I'm like, whoa, hold up. So yes. Thank you. And that is today's topic on being inspired to kind of boost up. And I'm guilty, like I said, boost up the thank yous because I just don't say it enough. But I do, like when people say thank you, you know, when people say happy birthday to me, I do say thank you. I say thank you. So to the longtime listener, thank you for inboxing me and asking me to talk about on Be Inspired, thank you. Because I guess this guy, he'll say thank you and nobody will hit like or anything or acknowledge the fact that he said happy birthday. Or he'll say happy birthday, excuse me. So, and then he asked me, was he being petty? I don't think he was being petty. I get it. Now, I am going to confession since I got some time. Let me see how much time I have. Okay, 6:57. I got 3 minutes. I am going to confess because you know I got to. I find myself deleting people on their birthday. Shade all day. And it's so sad because it shouldn't be shade. I should be like having a flashlight and giving somebody some light because that ain't right. However, after, you know, doing my little research and saying, you know what I'm talking about, thank you. Should I say thank you for, I don't know, happy birthday and you just been deleted and thank you? And this is why I delete people on their birthday, because I don't know them. How did they become my friend? I'll be sitting there like, who is this? I don't even know this person. Thank you so much, Tish. Love you. You at work? Oh, thank you. Listen, see, I keep saying thank you. That's the word for the day, okay? Thank you. Like, remember Sesame Street? That's the word. That's going to be the phrase, okay? Yes, so we're going to talk about thank you. Is it 7 o'clock? Y'all got to let me know when it's 7 o'clock and your girl got you covered. It will not take much of your time, I promise you. And hopefully it'll uplift you and it'll make you look at things differently. This is really going to make you look at things differently because I was looking around like, oh, okay. Should I say thank you? Even if you don't like what somebody's saying. Like, it's going to trip you out for real. Definitely going to trip you out. But yeah, I be deleting people on their birthday. I'll be like, happy birthday. And they'll say, thank you. And then no more. Because I want to know who are you? Like, how did you get on here? How did you become my friend? So I don't know if you like, I call it hang it in the closet. You know, somebody you don't know, I let them hang in the closet a little bit. And I never approve them. Because I don't want to be that rude. Now, you guys can love Sharp Talk with Mel, but on my personal page, that's a little more personal. So I actually know you guys that are tuning in. That's why I appreciate it when you send, when you share so other people can hear that aren't my friends and know me personally. But I actually know my Facebook friends. Those other people, I don't know them. So I guess, should I say like, thank you for wanting to be my friend, but you just been deleted. You know what I'm saying? That's like firing somebody. Anyway. Is it 7 o'clock yet? Almost. Hey, James. Hey, Kelly. Good morning, Cherie. Thank you for tuning in. Thank all of you guys for tuning in. I am so serious. Thank you so much. Now, like I said, if you're just tuning in, is this your first time? If you see me looking different places, I'm recording on 3 different devices. So don't be looking like, what is she crazy? And then I'll jot things down because I don't want to forget. Hey, y'all know how my mind is. I'll be sitting there and be all over the place because I got so much good stuff to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff to tell you. So I want to give it to you. And I want you to have a wonderful Friday. So let me, 7 o'clock. All right, here we go. And action. Good morning and happy Friday to you. And welcome to Be Inspired. Thank you, Dorothy. Welcome to Be Inspired. Every Friday I am here 7 a.m. sharp. So let me get started. Today's topic is thank you. Do you say thank you enough? That's something to think about. Like I told you guys, I admitted that I really don't. And thank you is kind of, it's not overrated, it's underrated. And I had no idea that the words thank you meant so much to so many people. So all you have to do is say thank you. How about that? All right. So what would be the benefits of saying thank you? I think it's kind. It promotes gratitude. Let me think what else. It'll improve your self-esteem, you know, especially if you're promoting gratitude. So it'll improve the self-esteem. Actually, it'll improve the self-esteem of you and others who you're talking to. And when your self-esteem is up, what did I say? That confidence be like, pew, through the roof. All right. So I am going to give you some examples that I thought was beneficial. And then y'all already know your girl be reading. And I was on point again. I was like, you go, Mel, you doing it, okay? So I did some reading, and guess what? I'm not the only person that felt that way. And that person that inboxed me about thank you, well, let me say they aren't the first one because they actually planted the idea. So shout out to you. And I want to say in the DC area, Frank, shout out to you in the DC area. And thank you for listening to Shop Talk with Mel and Be Inspired. I truly, truly appreciate it. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to give you some examples and we're going to play a little bit. Now, if y'all could come up with some, help a sister out. You know what I'm saying? When you're receiving a compliment, that's when you want to say thank you. All right. Good morning, Nikki. That's what you want to do. You know, if somebody says, oh, that's a nice dress that you have on. instead of us, because we kind of over humble. This is a word I just made up. I wish I had a bell. Over humbleize ourselves. Made it up. Ding. Where it's hard to accept a compliment and you want to be so humble. But if somebody says you have a nice dress, you're like, this whole thing, just say thank you. All right. All right. So that's all you have to do. I'm glad you like it. You can elaborate if you have time. All right. Now, let's say if somebody's in the sports, they do a good job and they always say, like, especially your jocks, they always say, be humble, and you teach, especially our young men. So if you're a young man out there and you're into sports and somebody say, wow, you did a good job. I love basketball. So it'd be like, you scored 20 points, in the game. Do your thing. You played awesome. And they tell you to be humble. It's okay to just say, thank you. And you can say it was a good night. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Derek. You can say it was a good night. But sometimes we tend to over humbleize. Ding. I made that word up because I already know that's not a word. All right. So, over humbleize ourselves and just be like, okay, we want to be. Y'all hear all that in the background? See, it's just Steve Harvey Morning Show. And she's there. So if you see that, that's just a distraction, but she's working, so it's really not a distraction. I'm on her time at the station. All right. So or if you have, let's say if you're at work and you did a presentation, presentation at work, and I'm like, y'all know how I get. I'm like, you killed that presentation. That is awesome. Anyway, guess what happens? Sometimes we feel like, well, it was okay, and try to downplay. Do not downplay your stuff. Just say, thank you. And stick that chest out and it'll make you feel a whole lot better, right? Right. I'd be like, oh, I'm glad that you enjoyed it, the whole nine. Because sometimes when you kind of downplay certain things, the other person, the reciprocator, the one that said thank you, they feel as though you didn't appreciate their compliment. And then you'll stop getting compliments, or they'll feel bad about it. You know what I'm saying? Where they won't give it to you again, or they'll feel like, well, they just rejected it, so I'm not going to say anything anymore. Now, if you're running late for a meeting, y'all know I always talk business, probably because this stuff pertains to me. But if you are running late, say thank you. And this is how you're going to say thank you for if you are running late. Flip the tables and be like, oh my gosh, thank you for waiting. See, just thank you. That's it. Thank you for waiting. That means you appreciate their time. So you want to do that, okay? Or instead of saying, oh, I'm sorry, I'm late, then start making up stuff. Traffic was crazy, but traffic do be crazy. Car trouble, bum, bum, bum. Just cut the chase and just go with thank you for waiting. That means you appreciate their time, okay? That's it. Or thank you for your patience, stuff like that. Real simple. Now, if you're comforting someone, now that's kind of weird, right? That puts you in like a weird place. If somebody like passed away or something, like, Hamel, how can you use thank you in such a sad time? Or say somebody feels bad about something and they say, yeah, they tell you their family problems. Y'all already know that. Okay, I told you this was Confession Friday for me. Listen, if I'm sitting in there and I need some good energy and I'm on like a high, and you come in there with all that, I want to listen to you, but I'll be like, guess what? I got to get moving. Thank you for trusting me and explaining, telling me what's going on in your life. I appreciate that, but I got to get moving, because I'm going to tell you that stuff will jump on you. Boom. Jump right on your shoulder, and you'll be like, why am I down and out? So stay on your high. You heard of like a spiritual high? And you say if you got a high and you going into the workplace and you like, okay, I know what I'm going to do, A, B, C, and D. And then you got that one coworker, woe is me. The way to get away from that is say, thank you for trusting me. I have to go now. All right. End it. Take control of the conversation. All right. So I want to tell you how to say thank you or utilize thank you in comforting someone, but still having control of your situation. Okay. I'm trying not to talk with my hands. Now, here's a good one that I thought was good. Say somebody lose their job. And they lose their job. It's like, you don't want to be that person. But like, well, look on the bright side. At least you have your health. Well, you always have tomorrow. Don't nobody want to hear that when they lose their job. So the way that you can utilize the word thank you is just say, thank you for sharing that with me. Get creative. Thank you for sharing that with me. I didn't see. Kelly is crazy. I'm going to tell you about Kelly in a minute. She said, I didn't appreciate her bad attitude in the mornings at work. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all about that real quick though. So anyway, in that, like if somebody loses their job, and you could just say thank you for sharing with me and keep it moving. Let them know that you're there to support them though. You know what I mean? Be careful. Be careful. It depends on the situation. Okay, take control of the situation. That's what you want to do. Take control of the conversation, especially when you're doing things. When you're receiving helpful feedback. Now this is, I'm gonna say this at the gym. So you're at the gym, you chilling, you working out, you doing your thing at the gym, and guess what? Somebody gonna tell you how to do your squats right because you want to get your booty right, since that's like the trend right now. Okay, so they telling you how to do your. They be like, oh yeah, you doing that all wrong. You be like, for real, for real. Now, you can say thank you in a nice way. You can say thank you for expecting more of me. Thank you for trying to help me, or just thank you. Says, and it's all in the tones that you use. I want to tell you, and how you say it. So you can say, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. That means keep it moving. Okay. But there are times where if you don't want to hear somebody giving you something, giving you their unfair criticism, that's what I call it. Because I'll be like, well, at least I'm in this mug, you know what I mean? And they're just trying to help you. But you could just say thank you and move on. If you don't want to hear it and you feel as though that you're more physically fit than they are, you still can find a way to say thank you. So that's all I'm saying. Okay. And that unfair criticism, I'm going to tell you something. And when I say unfair criticism, criticism is good because then you can kind of watch what you're doing, you know, take heed to what they're saying and then pay attention to yourself. That's how I do with criticism. And then I'll look, and if I can tweak it to make it better and they see something that'll make it better, I'll go ahead and change it. So don't feel as though that somebody is just, oh, there they go trying to hate. When somebody trying to, they're probably trying to, we just use those words like criticism that is so bad when they're trying to critique you. Critiquing is really not that bad, or the hater, listen, you know, they say, what's Cat Williams talking about? I need some haters. As long as you hate on me, I know I'm doing all right. Listen, you can hear what the hater is saying or the criticizer is saying and just kind of look at your situation and pay attention. If you could use it, use it. And if you can't, bye, see ya. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like a good way. You can just say thank you. So I was telling you how to say thank you to the haters. All right. Like I was telling you at the gym, that unsolicited advice. Anyway, you can just say thank you and keep it moving. See, thank you is not really used much. And like I said, I didn't even use the word thank you much. And I felt like, oh man, so Frank Yates, I appreciate you. But I want to tell you this, when you are not sure if you should thank someone, just thank them. You can't go wrong. You ever had that person to be sitting there on the phone talking about they love you and you just talk to them today, one day, 15 minutes, get off the phone, they be like, I love you. Just say thank you. All right? That's how you can get out of that. Now, when you hang up the phone, they probably looking at the phone like, did she say thank you? What? I don't know how to take that. Is that offensive or how do I do it? And then let me tell you what you do. Then you go ahead and you put in the phone like I did. I told you it's Confession Friday. I had Hex, Hexnaw. Hexnaw. That was his name in the phone. So the one time I was in the store, I didn't know he was he was right behind me. I was talking, two people behind me. And I was like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Well, he called me. And on the phone, it came up, Hexnaw, in all caps. So he was like, I called you. You will never answer the phone. Listen, he stood in the line behind me and called me, and it came up real big. You know, these phones look like big screens now. It'd be like, Hexnaw. It was so funny. I wish I knew about thank you back then, because I would have been like, he'd be like, hey, Mel. I'd be like, thank you. Why my name Hexnaw? I'd be like, thank you. But I got to tell you about Kelly real quick, and I'm going to let you guys go. Kelly, that's my girl. She's on here right now watching. And she said, I didn't appreciate her bad attitudes in the morning. Well, listen, you know, when you at the workplace, certain people, they don't talk and they're not morning people. So I already know the way that Kelly work, and that's my girl, the way the Kels work, Kels have to get coffee first. So guess what? She didn't come in. She ain't speak. She don't do nothing. It'd be a room full of people. We ready to get this nurse to nurse report. Kels didn't say a word. Not one. But I learned her. So guess what? I let her go with her little attitude, get her little coffee, and when she was ready to speak, then that's how she spoke. So no, I didn't appreciate your bad attitude, but you wasn't about to have me on no bad attitude. I said, well, when she ready to talk, we'll talk. Hey, listen, thank you guys for tuning in to this week's Be Inspired. It's about thank you, the use of the word thank you. And it is not used as much as it should be. But just know that you, look at Kale's laughing, that you can actually get out a lot of stuff by just saying thank you. That's it. Thank you. Now, I don't know if old dude in the line, we was at Walmart too, in the line appreciate my thank you, or the person, good morning, Cole, or the person that says, I love you. And I guess people think that you're supposed to like reciprocate that and be like, I love you too. No, I don't even know you. I ain't calling you. Hex, no. Never. You know, my phone be like, never. Hex, no. You ought to see. Oh, you are quite welcome, Kels. You ought to see my phone book in my phone. The problem is I don't remember who the people are. So I hope they don't play me like dude did at the Walmart behind me in this big phone talking about some Hex, no, in caps, HEXNAW. That was so funny. I couldn't do nothing but laugh. I just fell out laughing. Anyway, that's me. That's your girl. Thank you for tuning in to Be Inspired. If you think that somebody can use a thank you, or you can share this video and say thank you in advance. Okay? Just send it to them and let them know, hey, let's start using the word thank you a little more, making people feel a little more appreciated, because those two simple words go a long, long way. All right. Be Inspired every Friday, 7 a.m. I am right here, Facebook living it with you guys. Oh, thank you, Helen. Thank you. Y'all so awesome. Just some awesome people. Tune in. You want to shop talk with your girl? You already know. Y'all can come to the studio, kick it with me, because I'm just that chick, right? All right. So right here, every Friday, every single Friday, Be Inspired. Find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Go to the website at shoptalkwithmel.com. Visit it. You know, do what you do. And y'all know how to contact me. If you want me to speak anywhere, you know I will speak anywhere. And you know how I feel about girl power. So if you have a women's group or something like that, I do speak on HER. And that acronym HER stands for honor, encourage, and respect HER. Your starting lineup, if you're trying to do something different in life and you feel like, okay, what do I need to do because I'm going a different angle, or I'm trying to reach this goal? Your starting lineup, that's a good one that you will want me to speak on. High schoolers on their way to college, being safe and being social. Actually, it's being social and being safe, where that kind of talks about being social and being safe and watching out. And then we have a lot of fun with that one because I do a little skit with it so they could see how easy it is for somebody to slip something in their drink. I just got a lot. Oh, how the wife becomes the other woman. Yes, real good. But that's for 21 and over, because your girl, we keeps it real and we talk. Okay. All right. If you didn't get the book to How the Wife Becomes the Other Woman, feel free to do so. Amazon.com, BalboaPress.com, Barnes and Noble. Just go inside your local Barnes and Noble. You can go up and you just say the title if they don't carry it right there in that store. All right. I love you guys for listening. Like I told you before, you have no idea. I truly, truly do. You guys rock. Don't forget to be awesome. Like I said before, find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, be inspired. Love you for listening. Peace.